I'm here at 8 Cave. First thing I'm gonna do is clean my boots. Cleaning your boots is important so that you don't take fungus. I think it's a fungus from one cave to another. It causes white nose syndrome in bats and it kills them. To do 8 Cave, you have to have a parking reservation, which is good for 2 hours. You can show up anytime within the 2-hour window you sign up for. And then on top of that, there's a fee to get in. Bring at least 2 light sources, headlamp, which I have, and a flashlight, not a cell phone flashlight. Yeah, this will be fun. I love caves. So this cave was formed from a lava flow from Mount St. Helens, and what happened was the outer layer of the lava cooled and kind of insulated the inner layer, which allowed it to keep flowing, which has created these hollow lava tubes that you can hike through. There's just no way to properly capture this, but this is one of the coolest things I've ever done. This section is called the railroad, because you kind of have these two like raised up on either side areas. It's getting kind of narrow. Getting lower and lower and lower. Any lower and I'm gonna have to crawl. I don't think I'm crawling today. Lower cave was so cool. Some people say it gets old fast, but I enjoyed it the whole time. It was so neat. I had so much fun today. I definitely recommend, if you're gonna do reservations to 8 Cave and you can get there, do the 9 to 11, because when I got there right at 9, the parking lot was decently full, but the cave wasn't super crowded. People don't always understand, I think, that their voices echo so much in the cave, so they're kind of obnoxiously loud, I think, without meaning to be. When I left, when I came out, I was like, whoa, it's getting pretty crowded. So I'm glad I did that first thing. And then I stopped at the Trail of Two Forests. So on the Trail of Two Forests, you end up following a lava river that came down the flanks of Mount St. Helens like 2,000 years ago. And they say part of it is an old forest that's now cast in stone. So that'll be interesting to see. And then there's an emerald forest that has risen up from black balsamic lava. And we need a flashlight for one part of it, supposedly. So it's only a quarter mile. First, after a lava flow, it says lichens come along and cling to the lava, and then moss, and then seedlings, and the forest slowly returns from there. Here is where there was a lava tunnel underneath, and over time, this rock has just eroded and cracked, and then ended up collapsing in onto the tunnel. That looks like it might be a little tighter. Yeah, that's literally a crawl. There's a hole right there you crawl through. I'm gonna say not today. That's a little claustrophobic for me. So I was on my way down toward Ape Canyon, but I stopped at the Lahar Viewpoint, and it's got this little gravel trail and some signs. It's nice. So far I'd say worth a stop. So right over my shoulder there is another side of Mount St. Helens. Also cloudy again today. So during the 1980 eruption here at Lava Canyon, it was on Mount St. Helen, the Shoestring Glacier that melted on this side and just tore away and created this slurry of mud and rock and ash and debris. And what I read was it was a 15-foot wall coming down through this canyon, just scouring everything in its path. So when you look across the bank, the old growth, the tall evergreens, that shows you where the scour line is. And then the new growth is coming in, the alder trees, fast growing, so you can see where it's starting to fill back in. So the beginning of the Lava Canyon Trail is just, it's all paved or boardwalk, and it's just switchbacks, but they're really gradual. Now I'm kind of near like this lava island almost, and like this lava wall is so tall. I just can't imagine. It's just so hard to picture and so cool. Oh, this is part of the suspension bridge. Here's where we would have been able to cross. I 100% support safety, but that would have been really cool to walk across, and petrifying. And it kind of looks like that's where the trail ends on this side, like we're at the end. So I checked my map, and you used to be able to come down the way I did on this side, cross the suspension bridge, and then you could go left and loop back to the parking lot, or you could go right and add more mileage before you turned around and came back. So I'm sad that it's broken, but I'm glad I'm alive. So that's a better perspective for one of the lava islands. So softer rock's been eroded on both sides, but it shows you the appreciation of like the height of the lava flow. So I left Lava Canyon and I went to Ape Canyon. No parking. They were actually parking pretty far down the road. And that's a long, hard hike. And I was gonna just do a little bit of it just to see it, but if I get a really good parking spot close, I'll do it, but otherwise that's gonna be it for Mount St. Helen. But it was amazing. And I have a long drive back on a forest road with some questionable bumps. So it was a good day though. It always happens. I say I'm done and I find one more thing. But you gotta see the view off this bridge. And you can almost see all of Mount St. Helens, which is really awesome.